Okay, here we are back for another video, and this is going to be the pre-release footage. I just recorded my deck. Well, I have a picture of the final deck, so we can just go through it now. I'm going to mute this because it's super loud. Ugh, I'm annoyed that I recorded the wrong way. I don't know how to rotate it as well. Look at that. Okay. And this is my friend Daniel here. He'll be showing you the packs as well. That's Solemnity there, so pretty bad and sealed. Nice money though, because it's foil. It's like €20 or something, not too bad. And I got a foil Bontu's Reckoning, which was really nice. And we're just talking about how cool the dice look there. I could put on the audio, but I don't know how loud it is. We'll see. There's just too much background noise, I can't put it on. This is the shop. You can't really see much of it. Oh yeah, so Cartouche of Strength, great card for limited. Fanbear, also a great card. Supernatural Stamina, whoop, fine. Ghostwalker, great. Forsake the, wow, it's just really awkward. Forsake the Worldly, sideboard card. You can put it in the main deck because it cycles as well. Cancel's fine, sideboard card. If they have like a really big bomb. Blazing Volley, 1 damage to each creature your opponent controls, sideboard card. Pathmaker Initiate, quite good. Can chip in for the last few damage if you've got another 2-drop, just makes him unblockable. Pouncing Cheetah, he's fine, 3/2 for flash. Can get some people with it, he's alright. That's a great card if you're in white-green. It exerts and then untaps all your guys, so nice combo with some of the new exert creatures as well. I mean, look at this white-green pack, it's ridiculous. This Angel is Bird is really good, 5 mana for a 3/3 flyer. You can get it back as well. I think it cycles as well, so it's even better. Limits of Solidarity, pretty good. Gideon, also pretty good to open in limited as well. So really lucky to open him. And then I also open a foil. I think that's Ancrop Captain. Let's see if I put it up close to the camera. By just showing the Gideon. I was worried wouldn't be able to get it. So Compulsory Arrest, pretty great card. Get out of here, fly. Crab, nothing special. Wind's Rebuke, nothing special. Final Ward, great card. I'm pretty sure he's going to finger tap it here. No? Okay. Jewer's Resolve, fine as well. I think that's Spidery Grasp. Apologies for the poor quality. Nimble Kendra, he's fine 2-drop. Oh god, that's... I think that's the desert that does 1 damage to your opponent. That's not the desert you want to open. Like, I mean, I don't think the Amonkhet ones were very good. Stinging Shot, as you can see, my pack was much better. This pack is just super... Well, they had the final reward in the Compulsory Arrest. Ugh, build around card. Late Claim's good. Green Monument. Ugh, Oracle, not the best. A bit of Blade Camera, that's nice. So this guy's pretty good. 3/2 Vigilance for 3. He trades, and then you can bring him back, so I really like that card. Mill card, I really don't like it at all. Fine if you're in the zombie deck, I guess. Splendid Agony, quite good. Removal spell. That's the guy, like if you play a non-creature spell, you can tap and discard a card and draw a card. Illusionary Wrappings, it's decent removal. I'm not a huge fan on it. The Scorpion is decent, 2 and a black for a 2/2, he has Death Touch, and he can cycle him away for 2, so not the worst. Brute Strength, I probably always play 1 in my red decks. It's a pretty good combat trick. Good red card here as well, 2 mana 2/1, and it can exert to be a 3/3 trample. Quarry Hauler, great in the black-green deck because it's got so much -1/-1 synergy, but he's just a 4 mana 4/3 anyway, so he's pretty decent. Lay Bar, if they've got like a really good card, you might want to board this in. I don't know how good is it otherwise. And then that was the... Oh, I've got a bit of carpal tunnel here from holding the pack this way because I'm not used to doing it. I dropped the card. That's the 4/3 Hippo there, but you put 2, or I think it's a 4/5 Hippo for 3 mana, but you put 2 -1/-1 counters on a creature you control. This is the life gain card, not great unless you have the horse. Oh, standard playable land. That's why I have 5 of those. I was building a standard deck today and I was like, why do I have 5 lands? I guess I just put it in the folder straight away, I didn't play it. Okay, so Ghostwalker, really, really good common. Again, Frustrate the Worldly, we've already talked about it, but it's a sideboard card. Cancel. Aven Initiate, very strong card, 4 mana 3/2 flyer. You can embalm it for 7 later, which is a block, but he's still a 3/2 flyer, so he's pretty good. Dune Beetle, surprisingly good. Holds back a lot of X ones, maybe forces them to exert. So that's pretty decent. River Serpent, 6 mana, 5/5, cycles for 1 blue, decent. Enchant, I mean, I'm not a big fan of that enchant player card. What's that? That could be, I think that's the, can we rewind? We can rewind. Oh yeah, so it's 2 and a red, and it's all your creatures get +2/+0, and you can cycle it away. It's good in an aggressive deck. Nimble Counter good as well, the Death Touch guy, 2-drop. My friend's tapping it as well. Good in an aggressive deck this here. Otherwise, I'm not a huge fan of it, unless you've got Trials. Great for sideboard card there. Onward to Victory, I think that's +X/+0, and then this is double strike, so in that deck it's decent. I love this card. Gets your 2-drops back. Great. Oh, really good card there. Unless they've got flyers, and then it becomes less impressive. But I mean, it's still really good. Okay, so a 2-drop for 2 mana, and if it's a zombie, he gets upside. So really solid. I'll put my phone on silent there. That card is the new one. It's like 1 red. All your creatures gain trample, and you draw a card. So it seems pretty good. You replace itself, but I don't think it's good unless you're in maybe red-green, which green have a lot of big creatures and they can trample through, so the trample will actually be worth something. But like, I think one of my friends was playing red-white aggro, and he was playing them, and I'm like, you have 2-drops and 3-drops, the trample's going to do nothing, it's going to cycle itself, and we just swapped them for a 1-drop, so wasn't super impressed with that card. I thought this card was, like, it's still decent because it's a 4 mana 3/1 flyer and it's a zombie, so there's synergies there, but there's I think the card Blur Blades, 1 in the red, put a -1/-1 counter on that creature, and it deals 2 damage. So I'm less down on expensive X ones, but you know I'll still play it in my black decks because it's a flyer. That's, oh, I like this green card, 4 and a green, Vigilance Reach, 4/4, very solid card. This is a good aggro blue card. I think aggro blue is going to be in draft, maybe not in sealed, but he's a 1 and a blue. For a 2/1 afflict 2 and prowess. I think that's pretty good. Like, Manolith, great for fixing. So Manolith is a 3 colorless tap at any mana of your mana to your mana color. There's Ambusade, that's like a punch spell instead of fight. Like, you don't, their creature doesn't deal damage to yours, so that's great. Sandblast, decent removal spell. Desert synergies. By the way, just like on an offhand note, I really like the set for desert synergies. They're very cool. And I love the way they put them in common. You get so many of them. You usually get a desert in your colors. 3 mana 3/3 is fine. Great removal there. Forbidden Paincaster, really good. So many X ones in the format. Fraying Sanity, I'm not going to play that. And a nice full art. Swamp. Okay, what was that? Rewind. Okay. Oh, that's the 1 mana 1/1. So again, I think maybe a blue, you know, with a combination of an aggro color, blue, white, blue, red, and draft might be a thing, because I mean you've got a 1 mana 1/1 here, but at common, but and it's got a good late game because it can go back for a 4/4. But otherwise, I don't really like it in sealed. That's just my personal thoughts on it. This is the, I think it's the 0/4 that pings if you have a desert. I didn't really like it at the start, but you know, one of my friends, Killian, he's really good at sealed, and he had this in his deck, and he had like 6 deserts in his deck, so he's just like, yeah, ping you, and it puts a clock there, so, you know, I think it's decent, and it blocks, so. Kindle Fury, there's the store owner coming in. I think he's looking for, shoutouts to Tony, looking for if we've any, like, super good rares or something like that. He likes to take pictures of them and post them for publicity and whatnot. Kindle Fury, +1/+0 on first strike, a good combat trick. 1 in a black, I think you get Indestructible, and you can cycle away for 2, I think it's fine. That's a ramp spell there, 2 in a green, search your deck. So I think in a 3-color deck I'd play it, and not in a non-3-color deck. This guy's got 2 in a red for 2/3 menace. When it attacks, you can exert it to give it +2/+0. So very solid aggro card again. 3 in a white for a 2/5 mummy, not the best. I mean, I've maybe put it in a white-black deck if that has a lot of zombie synergies, but otherwise no. 1 in a blue, I think it's your enchant creature, you put on your opponent's creature, and they don't untap during their untap step, and if you control desert, it taps it straight away. So I actually think it's pretty good, especially since everyone's going to be attacking in this format. You can wait till they attack with their big creature and attack and use this, and then even without a desert, it's still decent. Lethal Sting, put a -1/-1 counter on your creature. Or wait a minute. No, Lethal Sting is, I think, 2 black. Okay, let me guess. Maybe. Yeah, 2 on a black. Put it as an additional cost to play this creature. Put a -1/-1 on your creature, but you get to kill one of theirs, so I think it's very good. It's not instant speed, it's sorcery speed. Unconventional tactics, great in the zombie deck, I think. I mean, a recurring spell seems powerful to me, but I could be wrong about that. It is sorcery speed, but it's +3/+3 and flying, so I think it could be decent in the zombie deck. Unsure how to rate this card. I think it's 2 colorless. It's got 3 brick counters when it comes into play, and you remove brick counters to draw cards. So it's, I think, 8 mana total. You get 3 cards, which doesn't seem great. But then you can continue to describe it with 2 and tap. You know, but I don't know. I thought it was all right, but you know, when you say 8 mana, draw 3 cards, it doesn't seem that good. But you don't have to do it all in one go. So I think it's actually okay, but I could be wrong. Jace's Defeat, cool card for, you know, sideboards, but I guess that's about it. This rare, I underrated this because I thought it would only be standard, but it's really good. I think one of my opponents cycled Deem Worthy, which is the red mana where it does 7 damage, but if you cycle it, deals 2 damage, so she cycled it, killed my 2-drop, then next turn she played it from the graveyard to kill my like 4/4, and I was like, what is going on? This is insane. I mean, it got exiled that time, but when she cycled it, it doesn't get exiled, so it was really cool. And the Full Art Mountain is quite nice. I like the new Full Arts. The new Full Art Island is my favorite. It's kind of red. What was that? Go back. Oh, he's getting a picture of the Slaminity because it's worth money. Tap two creatures, I think, on cycles for 1. That's like strategic planning, I think, with Jason Gideon on the front. This is Blur Blades. I really like Blur Blades now. It can mess up combat. It can finish them off with turn 2. It kills the next one outright. Plus, you know, do 2 damage is not nothing. So I thought that card wasn't great, but now I think it's quite good. So, okay, so I also underrated this card because I forgot to read its second line ability. It's 1 and a black for a 1/1 death touch. So usually you're just going to trade with something, but now if you trade with an Embalmed Guy, they both hit the graveyard at the same time, and you exile a card from their graveyard. So that got me a couple times, and I forgot about it. So I definitely upgrade this card in the rating that I had. 1 and a green for 3/3 and reach, instant speed. I think it's pretty good. And this blue common, which I'm pretty down on. Lethal Sting is great. And 1 and a blue for the removal spell or pseudo removal spell. I really like this card here. 1 and a white. 1 and a white for 3/1. You can attack and exert it, and no damage will be done to it. So it's kind of like, reminds me of Gustwalker, where, you know, if they've got a creature, you can just attack, and then they're not really going to block unless it's a 4/4. Desert, great if you're in white. Really like that card there. 2 and a white for a 2/3. You gain 2 life, or well, equal to its power when it comes into play. So I guess you could maybe put an instant on it if you wanted to gain a little life on the stack and gain some life, I think. Or I'm not sure if that'll work. But anyway, 2 white, discard a card, eternalize it for a 4/4, and you gain 4 life. So really like that card. Spree Will, like this card as well. At worst, it's going to counter something, and then, well, I guess at best it's going to counter something. At worst, it's going to dig for a different card at the end of your opponent's turn, and it'll probably see standard play. Appeal to Authority, 1 green is +X/+X, where X is the number of creatures you play, sorcery, tap up one of your own guys, and I think this is 1 and a white, tap 2 your opponent's guys, and they don't untap during their untap step, which is quite powerful, so I think that card's quite good. And Pride Sovereign, so as you can see, the green-white deck is kind of building itself right now, because I have a Gideon and Pride Sovereign and a lot of good white removal and whatnot. Yeah, so this is just a new thing I'm trying to... I really apologize about the trashness of the black here and the black here. It will be rotated next time. Okay, what was that? That was... Well, we'll skip it. This is the tap spell as well. I can cycle. He's just a bear. He's a 2 mana 2/2. He's fine in a red deck. This is a wall, I think, which I would not play unless it was a super aggro deck. This is a 3 and a green for a 3/2, but it gets a buff if you have a desert, so it's fine if you have a desert. Oh no, I think it's just 2 and a green actually. Yeah, and normally it'll be, if you have a desert, it'll be a 4/2. So you know, it's if you have a desert, I'd play it. Otherwise, maybe not. 3 and a blue for a 2/3 flying flash. Yeah, it's fine. It's a flyer, you know, they're always good. So this card really good, super good. 2 and a white for a 2/1. When it attacks, you can untap, so you can exert something, use its trigger, untap the exerted guy. Really good in this format. So you know, the synergy is there. Ally encampment, I think that's what it's called. You're only going to play this if you're desperate for a desert, if you've got high desert set payoff, or if you're a 3-color deck. Otherwise, I don't think you play it. I think this card's busted as well. It's like 2 and a blue for a 2/1 flyer, maybe 2/2. I can't quite see there. When it attacks, you can give one of your attacking creatures flying. So you just give it 3/3 flying. Seems very powerful every single turn. This card's quite good as well. I want to say 3 and a blue for a 2/4. When it enters the battlefield, you can tutor up an Embalm or an Eternalize guy and put it in the graveyard. And when you Eternalize or Embalm, you draw a card. So you know it replaces itself potentially and gets your biggest threat in the graveyard. Good desert in green. It's a pump spell, so I definitely play it. Also, cool thing about the deserts is if you have that desert and maybe 2 of the cycle green deserts, you don't have to sacrifice that desert there. Or should I point with the mess? You don't have to sacrifice this desert here. You can sacrifice a different green desert and use this effect twice, like next turn. Sifterworm, this card's super good. 7 mana for a 7/7. I think it has trample as well. Let me put those on those. Okay, I can't see. But when I think that's trample there. When it enters the battlefield, well, you guys can't see because I'm on the big screen. When it enters the battlefield, you scry 3 and then reveal the top card of your library. I think it's a May, but you probably want to do it. And you gain life equal to the CMC, convert mana cost, of that card, so it's really good. I usually got between 3 and 5 life. This is a rare land. I think I underestimated. I think it's potentially playable in Sealed and Draft because it combos, and I couldn't quite catch what that foil was. I don't think it was super impressive, though. Yeah, so yep. 3 mana, 3/1, exiles. If you attack, if you attack with it, you exile something from the graveyard. So I think a sideboard card versus maybe an Embalm deck or something you can't deal with. 4 and a red for 4/4. If you control a desert and attack, then they can't block. So I think this card's really good with a desert, and it's fine otherwise anyway. 3 and a black for a 4/2. It cycles for 1 black. I'm not a huge fan of that. It just trades with a lot of 2-drops. So. Looks like the something Cat Prowler, 1 and a blue, 1 and a green for a 1/3. When it dies, it replaces itself. You draw a card. So I actually really like that card. I thought I was wrong on that. I didn't think it was great. It's just a 1/3, but it replaces itself. So quite powerful. Instant speed, 2 and a blue. I think you draw 2 cards, and then you discard a card unless you return a land to your hand, which is decent late game. So I think I would play in the blue-red spells deck and maybe some of my blue decks anyway. 1 and a green for a 2/2. When it exerts, it becomes a 3/3, and I think creatures with power 2 or less can't block. I might be wrong on that, but it's definitely a fine bear. I can't. We've already talked about that. This is the one that untaps, I think, which is super good. There's a black cycle land desert. You want to play that. Puncturing Blow. You definitely want to play that if you're red. 2 red. It's like the bigger Magma Spray. Obviously, Magma Spray is better if it's more efficient, but that's a really good card as well. Also, Magma Spray's instant speed. That's only sorcery speed. But let me tell you, Puncturing Blow, like a Scorpion God or the 5/5 God or any of the new gods, feels amazing because they don't come back because it exiles. Can't remember what this card is. Oh, I remember. I think that's an Aura. I don't really like it. Just kind of delays the inevitable. Great card for standard for a sideboard or modern for a sideboard, but I'm only going to sideboard it. Actually, funny story about this. So I'm playing. I played all 4 pre-releases. Wasn't planning on, but then I was like, I'm going to go to a PPTQ next week, so I wanted to get as much practice in as I could. And I'm playing my friend Owen, and he knows what I'm playing because I've been like talking about it to everybody, And like in the PPTQ, it's not continued construction where it's pre-release more casual or whatever, right? So before the game starts, before game 1 starts, he like takes his card and puts it in his deck, and I got a glance at it, and I was pretty sure it was this, and I was playing Nicol Bolas, and I was playing black, red, and splashing blue for Nicol Bolas. And I just said, okay, well, if that's the way you want to play it, I mean, personally, I wouldn't do that. And he goes, well, what do you think it was? I'm like, I'm pretty sure it was Liliana's Defeat, and like, if you were in a PPTQ, you're not allowed to do that. So, I don't know, just... Also, I wouldn't even do it, even if it was, like, technically it's legal, but it's just scummy. Like, if, like, let's say a little kid. It's his first pre-release, and he opens, like, let's just use a different example, like Liliana, right? Yeah, he opens Liliana and Nicol Bolas. Very unlikely, but it's possible. Liliana and Elman Cat and Nicol Bolas in the thing. And I open 2 of these, right? And I'm somehow playing black. I mean, obviously they're not in my main deck. And I sit down to play him, and he's been talking about how he has Liliana and thing, and I just slyly put in 2 Lilianas to feed. And because I'm an experienced player, I'm going to hold them for Nicol Bolas and Liliana, unless I'm desperate. And then I just, like, slam it when he plays Liliana. How sad would that kid be, you know? So we joked about it. He's a friend, so it's fine. He actually did take it out of his deck, which was quite nice of him to do. He boarded it in game 2 and 3, though, so, you know. But yeah, that's just my personal take on it. Anyway, sorry, sidetrack on the story. Farm to, that's a really good card. 2 and a white to destroy, and that rare, I think, it saves you from a board wipe, so I guess it's a sideboard card. 4 and a green, I think we talked about that already. It's quite solid. Aggro, Manlet good for fixing and ramping, I guess. That's good in the blue-red spells deck. 1 and a red for a 2/1. Obviously, 1's not great, especially what I was talking about. Like, I think Fervent Paincaster and Blur Blades are going to be really good this format. This is whenever you cast a non-creature spell, you ping your opponent for 1, so it's decent. Yeah, not a huge fan of this one. I think we talked about already. This guy as well, I'm not a huge fan of. He's more of an aggro card, and green's kind of mid-range, so I'm not hyped on him that much, but he's fine. You can put him in the deck. Puncturing Blow, great. Sideboard card, 2 and a white for a 2/3 zombie. So I guess if you've got zombie synergy, you put him in, even without his ability. I think it's something to do with exile. Like a graveyard. Ambuscade, great fight spell. He knows that he points to it. The finger tap is it's good. 2 and a black for a 3/3 zombie. I think he's pretty good. Supreme Will, I like it for standard. And I wasn't sure how to grade this card. I guess I didn't play blue-black the whole weekend. I mean, I know I played Bolas, but that was only a splash for blue. Actually opened Bolas in 2 pools. It was ridiculous. I guess I didn't record the footage, so everyone's going to be like, no, you didn't. But I definitely did. Where's the folder at? Oh, I built blue-red spells. Goddamn. But yeah, I'm not taking it. I'm too lazy. But oh, Doomfall's good. That exiles a card. Ooh, that's a nice rare. That card definitely impressed me. For some reason, I thought it didn't include itself. So it's minimum a 2/2. So it's quite good. I think this is my last pack here. Don't really like that card. I think that's a mill card. Manolith, great for fixing. Kindle of Fury, good fight and combat trick. This guy. So he's a 1 and a black, 2/1 camel. Not great, right? He's just like, oh, whatever. But if you've got a desert, when he dies, only your opponent has to discard a card. This card actually super impressed me. I don't know, you just trade and they have to lose a card. And most of the time it's land, but sometimes you get a spell, so I don't know, I think he's pretty good. If you wander in debt like 2 of him back late game, it could be powerful. 3-color deck. Ooh, he's like the new Minotaur, so he's like a 4-mana 3/3 with like 1 and red to pump him +1/+0, and he has reach as well, I think, so he's quite decent. 3/3 for 3. Oh, I really like that angel, so like it just stabilizes you. 4 and a white for a 3/3 flyer. You know, not super good, but you gain 3 life, so I actually really like that card. Desert cycles. This guy, I don't think I ever got to play this guy, but he's quite good. I think he's got a flick 2, I want to say. I hope he does. Maybe it's a flick 1. He's 2 and a black, and he's a 2/2, but you can play 2 and a black, discard a card. He gets +2/+2 until end of turn. You do that as many times as you want. Sift Worm, amazing. Amazing gold card here. Very hard to beat if they've got like 2 of them. Or if they don't attack with him and you've got like situational removal spells. But yeah, I almost lost to a black-white zombie deck in... Oh, yeah, I think I talked about my record in the previous videos, but oh god, Imminent Doom. Yeah, Terrible and Sealed. I think that was my last... Are we done? Okay, this is Daniel's last booster, so let's look at it here. Oh, great cat. Decent instant spell, 2/2 for 2. Nah. Yeah, he's fine. Open Fire, great. So it's 2 and a red for 3 damage, instant speed to creature or player. I think that's some kind of combat trick. Yeah, it's a combat trick. It's fine. 3/3 for 3. No drawback as well. Desert. Razkat's Ritual. If you've got a really busted card that you want to be tutoring up, it's fine. You can cycle it away. Appeal to Authority. He had 2 of those? Oh no, I think I had 1. And then... Oh, that's great if you have Desert. It's like deals... Ooh, Adorn Panzer. That's great. Ooh, foil? Foil? Slow roll on the foil? Wow, Puncturing Blow. He had 2 Puncturing Blows? That's pretty good. wonder if he was in red. I can't remember. I'll have to ask him. All right, let's see. Let's just look at that. Look at that pro video. Okay, let's get the picture up of the deck to rotate this. Again, sorry for the trash quality here. So we got a fan bearer. Great card. It's just going to tap our guys down. We got these two guys that are going to bash in for damage. This just fly over, and this they have to have a 4-drop, like I said. This replaced itself. This is a good 2-drop, good 3-drop. That is the one that untaps. So I've got, you know, exert synergy somewhere here. Yeah, with these two guys. Defiant Great Moth, he's pretty good. I've got a Gideon, I've got a Pride Sovereign, which is ridiculous with this guy. I've got this guy, which is life gain, is really good. I've got the Quarry Hauler to maybe afflict their -1/-1 counters. Otherwise, he wasn't super good in my deck, but he's fine. We got the 5/5 reach, good against flyers, good against flyers, good against flyers. This card's amazing. Good pump spell, Ambuscade, good fight spell, good fight spell, good kill spell, and good kill spell. So I'm pretty happy with this deck. I went 3-1 with it. Who did I lose to? Yeah, we're in the finals, and I lost game 1. He had like the Angel that exiles. It taps and exerts to exiles. It's a very, very powerful card. And switched out to black to play Bontu's Last Reckoning. He had a crazy board state. He didn't know what my black was, and we were just joking around. And he was like, we were basically, we both knew I was screwed. And I was like, no, I've got one card that can get me out of this. And he's like, what can it be? And I'm like, but it's Bontu's Last Reckoning. Then my mistake was not drawing it. Anyway, so this video is probably going on long enough, so I hope you enjoyed it. I'm going to try and do more weird stuff like this. Definitely record some live footage via, like, sorry, let me use my, like, it will be like this, but, you know, two play mats, and we got the hands, you know, shuffling card, no, wait, shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. 2 cards in that, shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. And I want to do commentary over that. I might get some co-commentators on, we'll see, and yeah, hope you guys enjoyed, and next week's draft will be Hour of Devastation. That's going to be sweet. Okay, bye-bye.